Hi, hello, sorry, give me a second, I just dropped my mic like an idiot. Or not my mic, my controller. Which is worse, honestly. Also, where did I just drop it? Where did hello? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm getting set up. Give me a minute. But it shouldn't take too long, we should be good to go. Okay, hold on. Pull up chat. Where's my sound? Hello? There we go. Okay, come on. Let me... Okay. Okay. Hello, VOD watchers, and if anyone is here live, which I don't think they are, but just in case, welcome. We're doing another attempt of Silksong Steel Soul mode. So, the last one was not very successful, to say the least. But hopefully this one will be better, you know? That's really all I'm looking for. Because last time we had a very embarrassing death. We died to one of the ants. I don't remember the names. But I think I had a good general strategy. I'm not gonna bother. I had a thing of mask shards pulled up last time. Like, I had a map pulled up. I think that's unnecessary. I think that's kind of boring. I think it's more interesting if I just go based off of my memory and try to get it done nonetheless. I think that'll help me improve more rather than relying on a guide the whole time. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Alright, let me get up, game. Let me get up.
Friend.
Okay, here we go. Now, I will try to commentate, when I'm not in boss fights, or, like, very dangerous situations. Basically, don't expect commentary if I'm at risk of dying. I think that's a good general rule to go by. But, while we're getting to this easier stuff, I wanted to talk about some upcoming things I have planned. So number one, I'm planning to make a video soon that is going to be related to asymmetrical horror games. I used to stream, or I say used to. I've streamed Forsaken and Die of Death before to both Roblox asymmetrical horror games. If you don't know what an asymmetrical horror game is, it's stuff like Dead by Daylight, where it's one person is, you know, like a killer that's like stronger than all the others, and they have to accomplish some goal while everyone else is just a basic player trying to make it through and do their own goal. That's a very wordy way to describe it, but I mean, it's, I think, fairly thorough. And there's a lot of them on Roblox. As much as I don't like Roblox as a platform, I do play it because there are good games on there. And I'm making a video that's going to be talking about the different types there are, kind of. Because I've noticed a trend of, like, there's kind of three varieties of Roblox asymmetrical horror games. And so that's going to be the next video. However, the way that I'm planning to do it will require me to do video editing, and I have mentioned before, I just don't like video editing. Like, I kind of hate it. Oh, what's good, Drew? Yeah, right, so I'm gonna learn at least simple video editing. I mean, technically I already know the basics, but, you know, I want to make sure that it is not just the unedited footage I've been doing from my other vids. because, you know, I do still want to keep it in the kind of, like, just rambling my thoughts style, because I think that's a much more, like, natural way to do it than some, like, scripted thing. But the main reason I want to edit this one is because I want to have multiple games with background footage, which, you know, I can't exactly do without editing it. Also, can I, like, get this jump, please? Hello? No, and then you aggroed. No, come on, let me get the collectible. That's all I want. Okay, whatever. Fine. Fine, I don't need it. The game. No, I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn, I need it. I need to do the skip. It's required. Okay, ow. Why am I risking stupid skips on the permadeath mode? Because I'm stupid, that's why. But I got it anyways, so who cares? I simply had to be better. Is that easy? Just play the game good. Jeez. No, dude, I saw one of my friends just like casually posted they got the 100% Silksong achievement, and like they called the game easy, and they didn't word it in a way that sounded like ironic. And I'm like, what do you mean, bro? This is not an easy game. Like, there's a reason people were joking about the fact that the original Hollow Knight is like the tutorial for this game. Like, you gotta already be decent at the playstyle if you want to have much luck. I mean, to be fair, you know, there are people who played Silksong first and still had mild success, but it definitely makes it a lot easier if you haven't played Hollow Knight before. Speaking of, if anyone is for some reason watching the stream who has not played Silksong or just Hollow Knight at all, go play it. Like, go play both games, honestly. I think I would recommend playing the original Hollow Knight first, just because it's my favorite game of all time. But I mean, this is like just as good. Genuinely. Like, it's you could say it's personal preference to everyone you play, but like, you know, one of them is very much the sequel. But you know, in the end, it's whatever. I've played sequels before the original game before. Like Dark Souls 3 was the first time I played a Dark Souls game, and I didn't finish it because I got stuck on a loop of death. Have I talked about that before? Actually, I don't know. Because I know I thought about, when I played that was back when I was streaming on Twitch, which wasn't a very long period of time, to be fair. But, you know, still. It was a while ago, I can tell you that much. It was at least a couple of years. I don't know if I actually did stream Dark Souls 3. I just know I was considering it. But I beat the first boss of that game, because those games always have a tutorial boss. I beat that after a lot of struggle. And then there was just some random enemy that just like kept killing me every time I respawned, like immediately. And I just could not get out of that area. I've thought about coming back and giving the Dark Souls games another try. Because like, I've played other games that are self-described as Souls-likes. And enjoyed them, so I feel like I would probably enjoy a Souls game. I just haven't, like, gotten into one, you know? I was considering trying, like, Elden Ring, because, I don't know if this was on stream before. I usually, like, rent games. I use Gamefly. So I could probably, like, rent Elden Ring and try that, but I don't know if that's a good starting game. You know, I don't know much about the Souls games, other than the general way they play, obviously. So, I mean, hey, if anyone's watching this, anyone who is a Dark Souls fan, feel free to leave me a recommendation. Which one would be the best to try to get into as a first-timer. Also, you might notice I'm doing these weird little pogos. They are technically a little faster. It's not much, but you know, the less time I have to spend in the slower early game, the better. You know, I want to get dash as soon as possible, pretty much. Like, that's the main ability I'm trying to speed to, or not to switch step, you know, the run. Because as soon as I get that, we'll speed up quite a lot. Oh, Sherma. We love Sherma. Once again, if anyone has not seen the first attempt, I would like to say that the stream will end when I die. Now, when that happens, I don't know. Like, no promises. And technically, if we beat the game in this stream, then it'll end after that. But let's be real, this is my second attempt. It's probably not going to be a successful. So don't expect a victory in this stream. That's all I'll say. This is more... This is just me improving at the game more. Because, like, I'm already decent enough to have, like, 100%ed it. But I could still definitely be better, you know? I mean, you can always be better at most things. But, especially with this game, there's stuff that I gotta learn still. Like, a couple of the Act 3 bosses, I still feel like I don't know them enough. Because the Act 3 bosses are rough, man. And if I wanted to get 100% Steel Soul, I would need to do them. Which... yeah, that's... I don't like the thought of that, I'm gonna be real. I should mention this. There is Steel Soul exclusive content, but I don't know where it is. So, I have a hunch as to where it would be. Because I would assume it'd be similar to the Steel Soul exclusive content in the original game, where it replaces something that's related to you dying. In this case, it would be Styx, because he's the person that gives you the Silk Eaters to recover your cocoon. The holiday was GG, right? That's the name? That's not the name. So I would assume that Styx is going to be replaced by someone else. If that's not the case, then I don't know. But that's what that is. Ow. Alright, so we're just gonna try to speed upwards to get the first spell, fight Bell Beast, unlock fast travel, and then just head to Swift stuff from there. It's honestly... It's a very simple start off, I will say. But why am I just failing this, by the way? I am surprised by how fast people can beat this game. I think the world record is close to like 2 hours, which it takes me like an hour to get to get the first spell. You know, so beating the whole game in 2, kind of nuts. I'm grabbing this just because I don't know how useful it'll actually be, but might as well have it. Considering it's not that big of a detour, you know, so there's just like that little side room there. Hey, so like, can I hit you, please? I think they said they fixed some of the input delay issues, because apparently that was not just a me thing. I thought it was, but... I mean, I could actually just be gaslighting myself, they might not have said that, but I'm pretty sure the new patch notes for the most recent update said something about controller delay. Which, if that is the case, then maybe I will actually perform a little better. Who knows? Right, I don't know why I tried to go that way. Perfect camp. Why is this at top messages? That's not right. I did not set you to top messages, chat. I set you to all, so I can see everybody. But it just doesn't... I don't know. Yeah. As much as I prefer YouTube streaming over Twitch streaming, YouTube's chat is very buggy, which I don't really understand. Like, I don't know what they did wrong with it, that it just, like, you know, it ignores the settings I put on sometimes. It will just, like, not load on occasion, so I have to, like, reload it every once in a while just to double check that I'm actually getting everyone's messages. And it's just, like, I don't know, it's overall buggy. And I don't know what they did wrong to cause that. You know? Hi, Chakra. Chakra, I'm not gonna need, like, anything from you, I'm gonna be real. You are going to be broke on this run. Poshanka. So true. Okay, that's great. Just lost all those shell shards. Cease to exist. Let's go get Silk Spear. Yay! That's what it's called, right? I'm not misremembering that. I hope I'm misremembering that. I'd be very embarrassed if I was. I'm not actually that embarrassed, but... You know, a little bit. Be a little bit flustered if I had forgotten the name of the first spell. I don't know why I specifically chose the word flustered. I don't know why that was getting in my mind. I might as well get to full health. Can I bounce off this? No. would have been cool, but this game hates cool things. Sigh. I don't know, I find stuff like that just so funny. When people are like, jokingly claiming that the game is the one that made the wrong decision and not you. When people intentionally say that, it's really annoying, but if you say it as a joke, I don't know, I find it entertaining. Money. We love money. I find it funny those money collectibles are not required for 100%. I don't actually remember if they were in the original Hollow Knight. I don't think they were. But it feels like a collectible that you would need. Just like the memory lockets are also not required. Which, like, both of those feel necessary. But no, you can just ignore them for 100% if you want. Like, that is entirely fine by the logic of the game. Also, you don't need to fight all 4 of the heart bosses in Act 3. Well, because there's the green clover dancers, right, which are, you know, very much a hidden option. But it means that you can skip any one of the 3 other ones if you want to. By just getting clover dancers heart instead. Which I don't know if I would rather do that for Nihilith or Carmelita. Because I don't like either of them. But also, Nihilith has Seth, which is my least favorite boss in the whole game, so I would probably skip Nihilith. Silk Spear. Okay. I think it's what I said, right? Yeah? Pretty sure. I'm sorry if my voice is, like, off today. I had a very strange morning, so I'm kind of thrown off still, I'm gonna be real. I basically, I got, like, entirely prepared to need to go out this morning, just to remember that I, in fact, did not need to go out this morning. It was very embarrassing. Okay, there's the druid. I'm gonna get the last berry real quick, and then I'll go do that. So we can have that tool. The first blue. We love blue tools. Shout out blue tools. It's kind of funny. I'm thinking. I'm considering whether or not it would be worth it to do Rite of the Polyp. Purely so I could get poison tools, because poison tools are a pretty big, like, damage increase. And the way I see it, the more damage you do, the less likely you are to die, because you'll kill the enemies faster than they kill you. Now, obviously, you still have to dodge with that, but I think it still is fair logic. It's the logic I usually follow in a lot of games. I tend to be very DPS focused. I don't know why, I just like... I like big damage numbers. Like shredding through enemies. Alright, there we go. That's the wrong button. Oh, okay, so I should say this now. I was talking about next video earlier. And I will also like to talk about what probably the next stream will be, if not the next, then like the one after that. I'll just say a soon stream. Alright? A stream that I'll be doing soon is Shipwrecked Terminus. Now, you might have seen my HIO9 stream a few days ago, which that was very cool. Squeak Story came by. Shout out Squeak Story, love him. He's great. Great guy. But there is a fan game for Shipwreck 64 called Shipwreck Terminus that actually I had heard about without like knowing that it came out already. Or actually no, it didn't come out. It's a demo. It's supposed to be a demo. But still, I do want to give it a try because I wasn't aware that the demo had come out until I saw a video from someone else playing it up here in my recommended. I didn't watch the video obviously because I want to play it myself, but I don't actually know much about Shipwreck Terminus. I just know it's a Shipwreck fan game. So we will have to wait and see what that is like. But I am very interested how you make a fan game out of Shipwreck. Like, I want to see what they do with it. You know, what uniqueness it brings. I mean, if it even follows the same formula, which I don't know if it will. I am not sure. To be fair, I probably should have known the demo was out because the creator's YouTube channel uploaded a bunch of the OSD. Which I was kind of wondering what that was about. I thought it was just like a big OSD drop, but no, it was for a demo. So yeah, expect that whenever the next stream is. You know, no promises on when the next stream will be, because I never wanna promise a stream date because I never know, right? There could be so many random things that happen that could just interrupt and make me busy that day that I never want to like try to guarantee when a stream will be. Speaking of, I'm gonna be away from home for a while around Thanksgiving, so although I never want people to like expect streams on a certain date, like definitely don't expect anything around then. So I will physically not be at my house. I can't exactly stream remotely. Oh, can. Also, I know I said I would shut up during bosses, but like that's an easy boss, so I'll shut up during hard bosses. Let me rephrase. I mean, now technically I did say if I'm at risk of death, and I wasn't really at risk of death there because it was Bellbeast. So, and let's be real, Bellbeast is just massive moss charger, but with projectiles. And I mean, they're not even really projectiles. They're just like, no, I guess they are projectiles. I don't know. I guess that's what that'd be defined as. I can't think of a better word for it. Whatever, you get my point. That's what matters. As long as my point comes across, it's all fine. Keep ringing. Keep ringing. I think it'd be really funny if you could ring the bell after it had already gone off. Just by hitting it. That'd be a fun little detail. God. Why am I so tired, bro? I mean, I guess I did wake up early today because of that aforementioned misunderstanding, but still, I don't think I should be as tired as I am. Ow. That was a little risky, but I knew it was 6 hits, so I wasn't at too much risk because I had already dealt 5, so I knew it was 1 more. So unless I had somehow like missed that slash, I was gonna be fine. I still do think the early double damage is kind of a dumb thing, but whatever. I understand that it's for design purposes to show that Hornet is fast but frail. Unlike the Knight, who's kind of like almost like short and bulky, I guess would be a good way to describe it. Like he's small, but he can take hits. You know? Okay, I forgot that was there. My bad. Give me the craft medal. Because I need at least 1 for the cogflies. I absolutely, like, cogflies are a need. If we can get cogflies, then we are at a much better chance of survival in the late game. Oh, I should go up and get that shortcut, actually. Yeah, the staircase. No real reason for me not to, honestly. Where does this go again? Right, this is just a little bonus rosary room. But I mean, hey, I want money. So, give me the money. God, the movement in this game feels so good, man. Like, I cannot glaze the movement enough. It is fantastic. Probably one of my favorite movement systems in, like, any game. It feels so smooth, especially when you're fully upgraded and you got, like, the double jump and stuff. My literal only complaint with it is there should be some kind of input you can do to automatically use the cloak rather than the double jump once you have both. Because in case you're not aware, when you have the double jump ability, there's also the gliding cloak, and the double jump kind of like supersedes it almost, where you have to double jump first, then you'll glide if you press the jump button again. I wish you could do some kind of input to make it so you just skip the double jump and start gliding. Now, would that maybe break things? I don't know. Maybe you could get some, like, crazy spots that wouldn't otherwise be reachable with that. But I don't think so. Also, you can just, like, mine these walls, by the way. Like, you could just sit there and keep hitting those and keep getting shell shards. Weird but cool little detail. Okay, ant boss is in there. We do not need or want to fight that guy. My voice is, like, dying. I'm sorry. I wish I sounded better. Straight up, I wish it sounded better. There's no further punchline to that. That is just a true statement. Give me your money, bozo. $15 in my pocket. Grendel, I'm never speaking to you. Not ever. Okay, there we go. First red tool. We take those. Okay. That is not the direction I was aiming, I swear to God. I swear I pressed right, and she just did not turn right. Come on, Hornet, you're throwing. Stop throwing, Hornet, oh my god. Okay, I was gonna like bounce off you, and then you just flew away. Jerk. Here we go, Deep Docks. Deep Rock. Galactic. It's a fun game that I should play more, but don't. Like, I was grinding that with friends for a bit, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. Genuinely, I have no good reason. Just like Terraria Infernum, I still gotta finish that. Yeah, that's right, I didn't forget. If any of you did forget, that's completely fair. But I'm still fully aware and still mad at myself for not finishing it. I'll come back to it when I get the chance. That's all I can really say. Or, not when I get the chance, when I feel the desire to, you know? Like, when I want to play Terraria Infernum again, I'll play Terraria Infernum again. But I have so many other things that I also want to do that are kind of, like, overtaking that. Because a Terraria playthrough is a pretty big commitment, with how many things you gotta, like, keep track of and all that. And, like, the time investment of it. So you know, I prefer to stick to lower committal things, at least for a bit. Why am I failing this so much? Oh my god, Jesus. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Holy eepy. Me for real. Get parried. Nerd. I love all the tiny details in this game, man. I think I said this in the last stream, but it's still true. You know, stuff like the bodies burning up when they're in the fire. Just really cool little touches. You can tell how many years of effort went into this game. And it's great. I think this game is more flawed than the original, but also has like higher highs than the original. So I don't know. It's really hard to decide whether I like original Hollow Knight or Silksong more. Because I think they both have advantages over each other. You know, like there's some positives over Silksong that I think it does better than the original, and there's some positives of the original I think it does better than Silksong. So I think really it all comes down to personal preference, but I don't know what my preference is. I'm really not sure. I think what I should do is just in my own time, I should do another playthrough of the original. Like another like full 112% playthrough. And just probably figure out what my thoughts are after that. Because I think just looking at the original one more time would probably make me able to decide. I can't exactly look at my old save file of it because it was on Nintendo Switch and it was a rental, so yeah. Rental game file, you kind of just lose it when you don't have the game anymore. Well, I mean, you don't lose the file, it's still on your system, but you know, you don't have a game to load to access the file, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I might be dumb. This is just a necklace, you know, I don't need this, but... Or string, not even a necklace. Necklace is more. What really matters is the ability we're gonna get. Yay, Swift Step! We love Swift Step in this household. We love stepping swiftly, for real, for real. Have y'all seen the Mossbag Silksong lore video? It's very interesting. I know it's not like, you know, obviously he says it's not going to be entirely correct. But I think there's a lot of stuff in it that is fascinating, yeah. There's also, speaking of... Okay, whoops. Speaking of theories, I want to bring up one that I saw that I thought was really funny, but also, like, kind of actually believe. And it was about Grey Root. You know, the lady that gives you the parasite. There is a legitimate theory that not only is she from the same species as the White Lady, which I think that's a decent claim, just on its own, but also there are people who think, and I'm not sure if I agree with this next bit, who think that Zote is the reason is Grey Prince Zote is because he's related to Grey Root. How? Son, probably? Question mark? And the main reason for that is not only the Grey thing, but also because he talked about, like, not trusting mothers. Like, that's one of, like, the random precepts he has. And so it would kind of make sense that the reason he says not to trust mothers is because his mother is a weird, parasitic beast. There's more to it than that, you know, it's not as shallow as that. But I do think it's a really funny theory. And if it ends up being, like, intentional, you know, if that ends up being what Team Cherry was going for, then wow, that's something else. Okay, I'm trying to parry, it's not working, whatever. Focusing a little bit on this arena, because it's not that big of a risk of death, but the shield guys are kind of annoying, so I just don't want to, like, risk not being entirely focused. Even though I would probably be fine, but eh. Better safe than sorry, you know? Okay, there we go. I just want to get to Forge Shotter for the crafting kit, because I want more full damage. So that'll be very useful later on. Hello, give me the crafting kit, please.
Caspin?
Magma Bell could be good, but it's very situational, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, here we go. Time for Lace. Also, crafting it will help on Lace, because I'm going to be throwing Strafe Pins there when I get the chance. Just because... Sorry, excuse me. Just because it's extra damage, you know. I'm not going to say no to extra damage. And you did not just deflect that. No, no, no. You were not swinging when I threw that. I made sure of it. Oh, I'm out already. Dang. That... I think it's really funny you could do that. Oh. Hey, girly. I am actually goated. Oh my god. Yeah! Twice! I got it twice in one fight. That's beautiful. Knocked Laces in the lava 2 times in a single fight. That is really funny, actually. Oh my god. Bell number 2. Wow. Doesn't matter, because I'm not going to, Last Judge. I don't know why I forgot that name. It's because I've been fighting Phantom every time, that's why. I fought Phantom first on my first playthrough, and I fought Phantom first on my speedrun playthrough, and I'm gonna fight Phantom first on this playthrough. I say first, I'm gonna fight Phantom only, probably. I don't think I'm gonna fight the Last Judge, period. Well, is that required for 100% actually? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's required for 100%. The only reason I think it could be is because you might need the Fleece to move in there, and they probably can't do that while the Last Judge is there. I know they can move into Greymoor while Moorwing is there, and they'll in fact kill Moorwing if they do that. But I think the Last Judge is a bit higher on the power scale, I'm gonna be honest. Power scalers, where are you at? Actually, I don't want to hear from any power scalers, because power scalers are kind of cringe. Ow. I really just ran into you. Okay, whatever. Alright, there we go. So here, we just want to speedrun the side quest. Ow. Speedrun the side quest, and, they probably have patched 4th core skip, honestly, so I don't want to, like, risk going for that. As funny as it would be. Oh, well, actually, first things first, I want to go down and get Warding Bell. I did this on the first attempt, too. Warding Bell is a very useful tool. It's literally just, like, you can't take damage while you're healing. It will still interrupt your heal, but technically there's a small period of time where you can both get your heal and still be guarded, which is very useful. Oh, Warding Bell is just good, like, just in general. Another thing is, as insane as this might sound, I'm actually considering going to White Ward purely to get Injector Band, because that gives you faster healing, and faster healing would be on a run where, you know, health is so valuable. So I'm definitely considering if that's gonna be worth it. Because the thing is, White Ward, yeah, White Ward is a dangerous area, right? I'm not gonna deny that. But I'm deciding whether or not Injector Band is gonna be worth the danger. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of deliberating on in my head. Go up here, get the side quest, heal, do the side quest, come back, get our upgrade, 4th chorus. That is the schedule.
Buenera.
Hello, can I have my cloak side quest, please? Thank you.
Madon.
Friend.
Did not mean to press that. Whoops. Okay, well, there goes my silk. My bad. Okay, let's try to speed through this. At least mildly. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the fastest thing ever, but try to be efficient about it. How about that? That's how I'll word it. Okay, I already missed one. Whoops. Wait. Ooh. No! Dang it. That's annoying, actually. I'm mad at myself for missing that. Is that the first one? That's the first one. Okay. Wait, no, there's the one up here. I forgot about you. Oh, I hit him an extra time. Dang it. Well, missed out on some potential spines. My bad. I'm really bad at like hitting them in midair. So I know you can do that, I just have been failing it miserably. Eh, whatever. Oh wait, no, there is. Okay, never mind. That wasn't. Right? Yeah, I literally mentioned that. I'm just losing track of what I'm saying. I'm gonna be real. Like I'm forgetting my own words. I might have Dementors. That's a joke way to say dementia. I don't. That used to be a thing people said a lot. I don't know if that's still common. I just remember it being a thing. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Did it just go in the lava? Yeah, it did. Dang it. Ooh, go. Okay. Just barely got that before it ceased to exist. Oh my god, that hit me so it didn't. Great. Great, yep, so awesome. Love that. How many have I gotten already? That's the question. 20, very nice. Okay. Oh, wow, I did not notice my health. I should have paid more attention to that. So really, I don't even need to go up here, because I can just do this. Yeah. And there we go, 25. Whoa, careful. Die. Into the fire of demise. I can't speak, I'm sorry. Jesus. Give me my cloak, please. Here we go. I know people have like done the game cloakless. I wonder how that's doable. Like I wonder how that run actually works. If I had to guess, it's probably something to do with wormways. Because I know you can get to wormways without cloak, with some bouncing. I did that on my first playthrough. But I wonder like what the real struggles of that run are. Like where does it hit an issue? Or issues, probably. Sounds more likely. Almost just jumped in the lava, but we're fine. Hello, 4th chorus. Still one of the coolest bosses in the game. Just in sheer aura. The aura of this robot is immeasurable. How is that missing? Bro just stuck his hand in nothing. Good job. Holy dodge. That hit me? What? Really? That doesn't reach, I forgot. I wasn't sure whether or not it did, and apparently it does not. I did not remember correctly. So I was leaning more heavily on the side of it did. Okay, there's only one, I forgot. I forgot everything. I'm a forgetful person right now. I say apparently as if I didn't already know that. No, I already knew that. It was very, very known information on my end. Oh, get predicted, actually? Oh, get clowned on, actually. How did I dodge that rock? That was, like, directly next to my head. Wow. Oh. Ooh, hey. Can you not do that? Why is that not hitting? Hello? There we go. Yeah, the rock kill is less impressive, but it's definitely safer, I would say. Which is why I went for it. Because with Silksong, you want to play it safe, just in general. Shout out Fourth Chorus though, awesome boss fight. You know, you'll love to see it. All right, up to Greymoor we go. We did not actually end up in Greymoor last time. We ended up... I got sidetracked, and then it was death from there. Because of the stupid ant. So, rather than that, let's just actually go to the next area that I'm supposed to go to. Crazy thought, I know. I'm gonna destroy this door real quick, just out of pure spite. Hi, Sherma. Shout out, Sherma. Can I afford anything here, actually? I don't know.
Magina Fora.
Ooh, tool pouch. No, actually, I want the memory locket. Yeah. Because I want to have 2 blue slots. And I'm going to do that right now, actually. My plan is I want to play just very defensively in general. There's a few things I'm considering for that. I was thinking about Reaper Crest, actually. I think that might be the one I want to go with, but I'm not entirely decided on that. You know, that one's a maybe. That's not a definitive. Grabbing Warning Bell was the definitive. Getting an extra blue slot was the definitive. Using Reaper Crest is a maybe. I think quest, not crest. But you know what I meant. The Weeple quest. We gotta get the Weeple quest, guys. Literally. Literally so awesome. The other reason I want Reaper Crest is because the additional silk should make it easier to get more heals. And you know, obviously, the more heals the better. Hey, can you like get out of the way? Okay. Shout out Druid's Eye for just giving me a heal there. Let's go. Alright. Speedrun. Get through Greymoor and get Twin Grip as fast as possible. I'm gonna try to do the Sister Splinter skip, actually. Just because the less bosses I have to fight, the better, you know? And also because Sister Splinter skip is kind of funny. Yeah, like, you bait an enemy into being a platform for you. And then you just jump past her, pretty much. Like, the fact that's even possible is entertaining to me. Holy damage! Oh my god, that was more than I expected, actually. God dang it. I'm debating whether or not I want to unlock this place. I'm not too worried about it, though, so I think I'll just pass by. Oh, alright, we got an arena. Would it really have been that OP to just let enemies in arenas drop stuff? I don't think so. Bozo. I do actually, I want to get this spell because I want to come back here later for Threadstorm. That's the spell that's up on the right side of the map, up here. So yeah, I wanna have this fast travel unlocked to come back to later. Just because Threadstorm is the highest damage spell in the game, and you know, I said this earlier. I like big damage. I want the big damage. Oh no, wait. Hold on, that's more ring. I should be healed for more ring. I think that's a fairly reasonable desire. So let me go in here and heal. And I might as well just open this wall here. Like I said, I don't think I'm really gonna go for Steel Soul 100% just because that sounds unfun. Like, regular Steel Soul is already a big commitment, but it's a good test of skill. I would say Steel Soul mode is a good, like, showcase that you have become consistent at the game. But I think 100%ing Steel Soul is, like, it's a bit much. You know, that's like you're too consistent at the game. It sounds goofy, I know, but it's the best way I can think to describe it. I mean, okay, if they're... No, but I don't want to grab Reaper Crest right before a boss fight, because then I won't have my tools, and I would like my tools, especially Warning Bell. I want to use Warning Bell, so maybe I'll come back and get Reaper Crest, or I might just not worry about it, because like Hunter Crest is still really good. Like, it's definitely the one I'm most used to, so I don't know. I'm like internally debating with myself whether or not it's worth it to get Reaper Crest, because the extra soul would be nice, but am I gonna need it? That's the real question. Am I going to need the extra soul? Because that is the only real reason that I would get it. You know, the actual like play style of it, I would stick with Hunter's Crest if it was just that. But additional safety in the form of more healing sounds very nice. Very conflicted. I don't know. I will have to make a decision eventually, but eventually is not now. You know, I can always come back. I got the fast travel after all. It's not why I got the fast travel, but I can also use it for that. Okay. So we're getting close to Morwing now. Reaper Crest would be right here. I think we're gonna pass by it for now just because of the boss. I think I would rather... Oh, that was evil. Okay. I would rather stick with Hunter Crest with my tools for the boss. It's purely because it affects when it comes to tools. Like that's the only reason. Oh my god, die already, dude. There we go. Jeez. Okay, Morwing, calm down, buddy. I want to be at full health, so let me just... There we go. Okay. I feel safe now. Well, safer. This is going to be the first boss where I actually just shut up and try to focus, because Morwing is fairly difficult. Not the most difficult thing ever, but harder than the previous bosses for sure. Oh, dang it. Yep, that's why. That's the reason. The double contact damage. That is entirely the reason. Oh, I forgot that one comes up earlier. Oh my god, I jumped into him. I jumped into him. Why did I do that? Oh, 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 no! Why did I do that? Why? That was not cool. Oh my god. Oh my... Dude, Morwing. Stupid Morwing. Oh, I'm... I hate Morwing. I hate Morwing. I despise Morwing. Could I maybe route this in a way where I get 5 fleas to skip Morwing? Because I know that's a thing you can do. I know you can get 5 fleas and then travel with the troop and just avoid Morwing entirely. But I'm wondering if that would be reasonable and, like, safe to route a Steel Soul run. Probably. I should probably look into that and figure out what the actual pathing for that is. Because off the top of my head, I could not name 5 fleas that are before that. Dang it, dude. Dang it. Stupid Morwing. Well, hey, that was better than the last run, at least. That's, you know, that's something. Yeah. Well, like I said, stream ends when we lose. We lost, as expected. That was better than last time, though. I think for the next run, which will not be the next stream. Next stream will be Shipwreck Terminus, like I said. But for the next one, I am going to try to figure out how to get 5 fleas so that we can skip Morwing. Because I already said I was going to skip Sister Splinter, and that's because Sister Splinter is a dangerous boss. Purely because of the double damage. Morwing is a dangerous boss for the exact same reason. So, yeah, I think that's what I will try to do next time. But until we arrive at that next time, that's going to be all. I hope you all enjoyed. If you like the stream, like it. If you have like multiple streams or you want to see the next Silksong attempt, subscribe. Or if you want to see Shipwreck Terminus, subscribe. New video coming hopefully soon. I will edit it together. Don't know how long that'll take, but like I said, hopefully not too long. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Whatever your time zone might be. And I will hope to see you next time. Goodbye.